I just wanna feel like this, living life, no regrets. Hands up in the air like ooh, nothing's gonna break my mood. Yeah, I just wanna feel like this. Feel like this. Feel like this. Feel like this. I just wanna feel like sun on the beach, new shoes on my feet, hit the game, winning shot, celebrated with the team like I'm living like I never had a doubt in my mind that today is gonna be the best day in my life.
This is her birthday surprise. She stands here and then she doesn't go anywhere. I'm leaving, bye.
When you're planning for a trip to somewhere like London, it's really hard to figure out what places to go to and what to do while you're on that trip. There are specific things that you really want to do, but other than that, there's some things that you just don't think about. So here are 10 places to go to while you're in London. And some places you probably already thought about. There are so many markets in London, and it's really hard to pick which ones to go to while you're there. But let me assure you, every market has its own charm, and every market has a lot of good food. So it's not really where to go, but just where can you go, and how much time you have. Here are a couple that I would do.
When the only thing fall into place.
They malt vinegar.
Huh?
Malt vinegar.
Only vinegar?
That's how they eat it.
Smells good.
Is the rain coming down in your face? When you're overdue and you're underpaid and you can't catch a break.
You just drink it. 맛있어?
So
Don't forget that you're loved anyway.
Yeah.
Go easy,
오.
stay open. Oh, keep going. You're bent, but you're not broken. Oh, keep going. Oh, keep going. When you're down and there's not a way out. Yeah. Wanna fly, but you're stuck on the ground. When you give it all, but it's not enough, and you just can't see how. You move on, take my hand, sing it loud. Sing it loud.
surprisingly good.
Go easy,
Surprisingly.
stay open.
She told me to sit down.
If you're looking for like a good place to just go and check the view of London, the skyline view, and you want to do it for free, you don't want to go pay like to go some observatory or something, the garden at 120 is a very cool place to go to. It's free. You just take the elevator straight up. They do a little security check at the bottom. You take the elevator up and it's a very beautiful view from up there. You can get the view of the Thames, do I'm saying that correctly? You're outside on a ledge, you're outside. It's on a rooftop. It's not inside of a building looking out glass. So it's a nice change of pace. Behind the refrigerator at the Breakfast Club in London is a really cool speakeasy that's called the Mayor of Scaredy Cat Town. If you're into like good cocktails and like cool bars and just like the vibe of a small little bar underground hidden from the rest of the world, you should check it out. It's it's quite fun.
Your love is like hard medicine. There's nothing better than you. Right here when you're next to me. Or hard medicine. There's nothing better than you. And then it explodes. Your love is like.
The next place I'm going to talk about is probably somewhere you've thought about, but if you haven't, Buckingham Palace and the changing of the guard is definitely something that you should do while you're in London. It's just, I mean, it's really cool. They do it every day. It's just a bunch of, there's music, there's horses, there's just so much going on. It's something you should do at least once while you're in London. If there is one thing to do in London, it's visit a museum. There's just so many museums in London that you could literally fill your entire itinerary with just museum days and you would not go to all of them. It's just there's too many to go to. And just get a little culture in your life. There's so much cool things. There's a furniture museum. There's modern history. There's, you know, that stuff where they make stuff in modern art. Yeah, there's everything. It's kind of cool.
Is it that building
Museum
or
day.
this building?
I think it's this building.
If you were hungry for some snacks after all those museums, Donut-Tillier by Rollodin is Donut-Tillier by Rollodin is a very amazing donut shop in London that you should go to. Here is Kunmi eating some donuts. I didn't record myself eating, but it's messy. It's messy. Sometimes you just want to relax and watch a show or just, have a good night out. So go to the Royal Opera House in London, pick a show, pick a night that is showing a show that you want to watch, of course. Or even if you only have a certain show that's available while you're there, it's a really cool place to go to, have some champagne, eat some snacks, and watch a great show. There's a restaurant there as well, so it's really cool. It's a really cool place. You should check it out. How do you turn this? If you're traveling around London and you really want to go and see some outdoorsy stuff, Little Venice is a really cool area with just the little riverside with a bunch of boats in it. And then you can walk from there to Notting Hill, the famous Notting Hill with the colorful houses. You can walk over there and it can be all done within a few hours. So it's a really cool little area to have some lunch or even dinner and just hang around that area. It's a really good day out. So yeah, that was one of the funnest parts of our trip.
We're spending Valentine's Day at Little Venice. This area of Paddington is really nice for, I would say, a romantic day out without having to spend too much money, right? Mm-hmm. Oh. There's a bunch of cute cafes, a bunch of restaurants, a bunch of housing and Airbnbs. It's really a neat little area.
Lay down to sleep. Oh, I wanna run away, but honey, you can stay with me. Let's run away to Italy and buy a house next to the sea till years go by.
That's just a better light. Okay, Kensington Palace in London is a really nice little area to go visit. So Kensington Palace is where Prince William used to live, and it's surrounded by a gigantic park and a little pond. It's a really nice area to go for a walk during the day or even at night, and it's just a really cool place. I don't know how late it's open till, but we walked there pretty late at night when it was getting pretty pitch dark. That is a nice place with less tourists, and it's just a nicer place to walk around than Buckingham Palace, which is surrounded by tourists.
There's a water thing over there. Yeah, water thing. Finishing up our Valentine's Day with a walk at Kensington Palace.
Yay!
Surprisingly nice over here. Much easier to walk here than the other one.
The other one, the Buckingham Palace
Yeah.
Park, yeah.
walked in the dark. I didn't. Oh, there was gates, so I'm sure there's. I'm sure there's like a time limit.
The last place I'm going to talk about is, of course, going to be a restaurant. I always talk about restaurants, and this one is a special one to me because it was a restaurant we found just by walking by from our hotel. It's near Aldgate East Underground Station, and it's called Town's End. It's within the Whitechapel Gallery, which is like a art gallery. Anyways, it's a really cool restaurant. We just saw it while walking by one day. We're like, what is this? And we kind of decided to make a reservation and went in, and it was a good surprise. So yeah, if you're looking for a place to go and have a good night, a romantic night out, it is actually a really cool restaurant to go to.
First trip, sunrise, southern shores and moonlit dreams. And it kinda seems like we don't need to say much of anything.